randomly they told me you're coming on, and then I think on Friday or Saturday I was at home with the kids and Scream was on.
Oh,
And I was like, holy fuck, dude. Just
He's been doing it a
school,
long
dude.
time.
back. Wow, yeah, that's back in the day. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost 25
Right?
years. Almost
Yeah,
25
man.
years. Yeah, it's it was a good one. You know, it was one of those.
You've been in entertainment forever, dude.
Probably 1990, 91 is kind of when I started making money.
You think you'll always do it? Do you have a fantasy of doing anything else?
You know what? It's so funny, bro, because it's interesting. Because someone who has been doing it, I think you've probably been doing it almost as long as me.
30 years.
You tell me. I feel that it's changed so much, but maybe I'm in denial. Maybe I don't want to be old man that yells at cloud, but I do feel it's just so different now, and it's great, but it's also different. Like, am I crazy to say it's lost certain luster?
Well, I don't know. For me, I feel like as an older dude now, as long as I'm so during COVID, I wrote a whole sort of hour, and I kind of threw it away. I've never done this before, but I went, I'm just going to throw it away.
Yeah,
Because I was like, I'm getting to a point now where my observations can be original. Like I'm going to think about how I feel about something as opposed to getting my opinion from a book or from someone else.
good.
And that challenge has been interesting because what I find is people actually want to hear from the old guy. And so in that sense, it's been a really interesting kind of transformation. I've kind of been like, well, why can't I come up with the ideas that people are talking about as opposed to regurgitating them from somewhere else? And that's just a new thing for me. So maybe in that sense, it's a shot in the arm. So I do think in that sense, as long as you're challenging yourself with some new thing, the response has been really good. But before that, I was like,
You guys have 60 years of entertainment.
I know.
You know what? You guys look good. You guys look good.
No, what I mean is like before. How's my beard?
it's life. That's
No,
why
I can't look forward to my 30 years.
When I didn't lies.
Can I borrow a Depends?
That hasn't beat you guys up at all.
I know, right? Dude, right?
I look like you guys came out of fucking.
Bro, I look at myself now on camera. I'm like, that guy
was all.
No, but it's like we would have to go like this, but like please, please, please. And now, like this is an example. You can start your own thing, create your own audience, do your own lane. But I think the mystery of Hollywood, like, is so different now. Like, there's people in Idaho that are like, oh, I know that bullshit because I saw it behind the scenes in the TikTok. It's like there's no mystery anymore.
Yeah, the fourth wall. Yeah,
And
it's different. And there's also like there's no major celebrities anymore. Like everyone has their niche. Like you're never gonna get another like Leonardo DiCaprio or it's just different. Like everyone has their lane, and then it's like building out of that lane.
So David Blaine was telling me that but back in the day he would do a special and it would trend for 2 years. Like so he'd do.
Now it's trend for.
Well,
2
he'd
days.
do a special and literally it'd be an ABC thing. It'd be rated really high. And everybody like, did you see him levitate?
Yeah.
Now. What did he do? He had those balloons, and they took him off into the air. Like he held on to balloons. Well, he was talking to a YouTuber, and the YouTuber goes, "Man, if you did that, I would probably trend for like 5 days." And he started laughing. And she was serious.
It's
And
true,
he was
though,
like, "Fuck."
The content now, like.
Yeah.
Nobody's sitting now watching David Blaine's hour.
Yeah.
Like it's just the kids now. Like MTV struggling with this because they were telling me how like the attention span of the younger audience is so small now. It has to constantly be like
quick.
Boom, 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 boom.
Did
boom,
you
boom.
see him?
So they're trying to figure out the algorithm. Like, how can we keep this young audience? Because we're losing.
Yeah, I've seen you. You've been posting your like old sketches and like your sketch shows back
all
in the
of
day.
it, all of it.
Yeah,
I've taken everything I've ever done. That's what I've done. Clipped it all up from like my first commercial to old college gigs to everything, and I just put words to it. Try to put out for 2 minutes.
And you grew up where?
I grew up in Philly, right outside of Philly.
But you started stand up in Phoenix, right?
No, I started stand up in L.A.
I thought you started in Phoenix.
No, I was my first. That was my first club that I ever played where I got to basically middle.
Got it.
That and the
Tempe
Dallas, Tempe Improv and the Dallas Improv were like. Gary Valentine used to let me middle for him. Rick Overton, Bob
Rick.
Saget, all those guys kind of because I only had like I had done movies and stuff. I did stand up for like 5 years. Couldn't get anywhere. Couldn't get in the improv. Guest spots, maybe at the store. Please allows. then the acting started taking off. And these guys are like, you should come middle because we like you, but I would have 8 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then like the other 8 minutes was me like working on, you know, hey, where are you from?
Dude, did you?
I always tell Jamie, I always say, like, for us when we were coming up, nobody was making money doing stand-up. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like with podcasting now and social media, and you can curate an audience, but back in the day, you just didn't. Nobody was. I don't care who you were. You weren't making the kind of money people are making.
Well, wasn't
now
stand-up kind of being used like? You look at some of the stand-ups back then; they're getting big enough where they could parlay into a TV.
Yes, you wanted to stop doing stand-up.
That was the
hustle.
Here's
right?
how it was. You tell me if I'm wrong. It was you get enough to be a TV guest spot, so like 8 minutes on a Conan or Tonight Show or Comedy Central. Then from there, you get TV guest spots. Then you get your own show, and then you star in a movie. And then you go by.
Correct.
And then Kevin Hart changed the game where he's starting the biggest movie in the world. He's got the biggest tour in the world, and he's doing a guest spot at the Haha.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, what?
Yeah.
So he's like, never stop working. And so, but it's now because they want to be with you now.
Yes.
Where there was a time where DVDs made you big again, but then the clubs, there was many levels to it, but being on TV at first, they would get stand up all the time, and then the clubs got empty, and then DVDs, they followed you got big again, then that went down, then podcasting made it huge again.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
When did you do that movie Heckler?
Heckler was 07.
07.
Yeah, 07.
How do you feel? Let me ask you this: how do you feel about when people bring up old movies? Are you cool with it, or is it like
I love it.
You like it?
I do it.
But
People do it all the
Heckler's
time.
like a documentary about all the hecklers.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good documentary.
Well,
It's about him getting heckled.
Just like
it was basically like I started out. I wanted to do my first hour, right? So I'd done a bunch of movies and stuff, and I had enough to do my first hour. The director's like, "Let's start filming you." He did, and every night there would be some interaction with a heckle. I put like 15 of them together, and I'm like, "Dude, this is funnier than my act." Right? Oh, there it is, right there. And he was like, "Yeah." So we had like 45 minutes. Then we started realizing, like, what is a heckler? What is in the mind of the heckler? So I started interviewing all these comics and different people. And then I realized at that time, the internet was blowing up. So you had to like blog.com. I don't know if you remember this. And so there was never a review. There was never like you bought a toaster. There was now a review of the toaster. Like this was all new. So I started seeing that the culture started becoming heckling. Like, and people would say like Jamie Kennedy not only should not act anymore, he shouldn't have been fucking born. Well, if you buy a toaster, no one's like, fuck this toaster. This toaster should never be able to toast again. And so the whole culture became very critical, which is now in our business, we have a whole subsect of people that get famous by taking down other people.
Yep.
It's fascinating because we're all in the same game.
It's gotten
so it was early, but now this was before Twitter.
Yeah.
So I believe we live in a super critical culture of like, I was just talking about today. It's like, not only can you not have your own opinion, if somebody doesn't agree with you, fuck you for having that opinion. I'm going to report you because I don't agree with your opinion.
Yeah, and get you.
It's bizarro.
Yeah.
You know, I always said that with Nickelback too. Like people hated Nickelback, and you're like, I mean, I love all these songs. Like,
are they not catchy?
Yeah, I'm like, we all know these songs.
They sold so many records. They're like the butt of every joke,
but they're catchy.
I know. Because they're so popular.
Wait, so you guys all like it?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't get the hate on them.
See, it's different for me.
The guitarist, a buddy of mine, Mike. And Mike's a jiu-jitsu guy. I think Mike's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and his brothers, they started as brothers and stuff, but I mean, they're pretty, if you meet him, he's a cool, really cool guy.
This is how you remind me? To what?
Don't you know him? I thought you knew him from...
No, absolutely not.
I mean, you're looking in the wrong direction.
I thought he was a jiu-jitsu guy, and you're from one of you, I don't know, anyway.
No, I don't know anyway from
But
Nickelback.
either way, they played a huge fucking
dude, they play stadium.
They play stadium.
So say what you will.
Listen, I don't fuck with Nickelback.
Mike.
It's not
but
like,
why?
Michael Crow.
It's just not. That's
Now,
not the kind of.
Do his highlights bother me?
Right there,
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah, which is fine.
That's
Chad's brother. That's Chad's brother.
Yeah, good guy.
But listen, I don't fuck with Nickelback.
Why not?
It's just not the kind of rock that I get down with.
But you're like hardcore, like
it's tough for me to listen
shit.
to. Indie shit,
right? I don't know.
What do you like?
Creed.
What kind of
Creed. I like how you just threw that out.
They're a little bit cooler Nickelback, basically.
It's like some 41.
I mean, Creed, I'm way on board with.
Like some 41.
I don't know. Look at my shirt.
Oh no, Oasis is huge.
Yeah. And I heard about you, man.
Fucking you and Steve Byrne. Me and
I heard
Byrne,
about you, dog.
We've had entire Big and Hungry podcasts about how much he loves Oasis, and I'm like, you can't call them the greatest band in the world.
Oh yeah, we can.
No, you can't.
We've done it before.
2 albums, and who cares?
2 albums and who cares?
Hurt Chappelle's feelings.
I don't get people who like that guy.
Is there any band you're into like that? Like I don't have any band shirt.
Springsteen was my guy.
Who do you listen to?
I mean, Nickelback and. No, I listen to like country. I'm Dan and Shay. I listen to. There's
I love
new,
My buddy plays with Dan and Shay.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the guitarists for Dan and Shay.
All right, Chappelle, if
amazing.
you could be one lead man, if you could be like one lead singer in one band, who would it be?
Who would what band?
I'm being Freddie Mercury and Queen
Yeah.
Come on, man.
without
Or Robert
dicks
Plant.
in my mouth.
Or Robert Plant. Well,
Without the AIDS.
No, you said.
Don't
hold
be
on.
Freddie Mercury
Comes
without
with
the
whole-
AIDS.
Comes with a whole package, bro.
All right, well, whatever.
Frontman.
If I can dress like that.
If you could be the guy,
Yeah.
Liam Gallagher.
yeah.
Dude, you can't, at the Pantheon, you can't say the lead singer of Oasis. 2 albums, you can't say
That's all they have is 2 albums.
Wonder,
Chappelle?
you're my wonder. Come on, how about Bono? How about Springsteen? How about David Bowie? How about fucking Roger Waters? How about
Dude, Aerosmith?
How about fucking Steven Tyler?
I would like to.
the Beatles.
I can't even have the
Beatles.
Paul McCartney.
conversation.
Tyler.
Oh no, let me do it. What about Journey, son?
Fucking
Yeah.
what? How about
I
Freddie
can't
Mercury?
even have the conversation with you.
I would think Linkin Park. What's his name?
Not bad.
Chester Bennington.
Not
Yeah.
bad. I think
Minus the suicide. But
I
yeah.
think
He was really good.
Well, I mean, you said Freddie Mercury. I mean, you have some stuff going on over here. I know. I might kill. Yeah, I'm gonna have suicide, but I mean, you got that when no one had it. Like, and it was like a real big problem.
Yeah, he's like the first one.
Yeah.
He was the guy. Yeah. He's like me with COVID.
I hurt your feelings with the Oasis thing a little bit.
You don't know much about Oasis, so that's why I'm not gonna have the conversation with you.
You should go talk to my buddy Trev, my tour manager, my buddy that I grew up with, and he's obsessed with Oasis.
Yeah.
Like obsessed with.
That's their fan base.
Steve Burns.
Like their fan
I
base.
know. I talked to
obsessive.
Steve Byrne backstage one time at the store about it.
Oasis.
Yeah.
Have you ever? And you've never met them?
I'm in 2 Oasis group texts. One of them was with Adam Egan.
Have they done anything relevant? have they done anything?
No.
Have they done anything relevant lately?
No,
Absolutely not.
they broke up in 2009. They both do their own thing.
Yeah.
And you follow both of them still?
Yeah. Why would
He's kind of one of them was kind of the main guy's kind of out there, right?
He's got
Out there
good
what?
quotes.
Is it conspiracy?
If you look at Liam
they're
Gallagher's,
really funny.
yeah, he's funny.
They talk
as fuck.
a lot of shit to each other.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
because they're brothers. The lead guitarist.
They don't
They're
talk
still
anymore.
friends?
No, they don't talk
don't
anymore.
talk.
They hate each
Bro,
other?
they hate each
Oh, that's a
other.
bummer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
bro, and
weird.
they talk shit to each other all the time
Like
on
real hardcore
interviews and like it's more funny. It's just like brotherly love. Like
I think
but
they came.
literally-
I think he came in.
Look
and
at
said,
that. That's an amazing.
I think
picture.
he came in and said to Blink.
I need to print that out and blow that up. I already got it. I mean, I got.
You like the
I
bowl-
have that one blown up.
You like the bowl cut and everything?
The top middle one. Yeah, I have that one blown up and it's all framed in my
That one?
in my house. Yeah, I have.
Was
that
it
one.
Blink 182 where he came in and he goes, "I like you guys."
Yep.
And he goes, "You like us?" And he goes, "I've been listening to your album, man. You guys doing a good job." And he goes, "Oh, you like us?" And he goes, "Didn't say that."
No.
He's a real
This is
smart
what it
ass.
was. He saw them. He saw them live
Yeah.
on stage. He goes, "That was fucking amazing." And then they go, "You like us?" And he goes, "Didn't say that." And
I like this guy.
Bring out
Yeah.
Liam Gallagher's-
they
bring
have
out
a
Liam
bunch of-
Gallagher's quotes.
They have a
I
bunch
fuck
of
with Blink
funny-
182 too.
Yeah, Travis is
and
good,
I know
yeah.
they're like that's
Yeah.
another thing people make fun of Blink 182, but they're fucking huge.
I don't hear too many people make fun of Blink 182.
Yeah.
I remember
Makes fun of Blink 182.
I posted a picture with Travis because I went there at his concert. You don't like Blink 182? Oh, really? You're too young.
Yeah, you're too young.
What do you
You're
listen
too
to,
young.
Christian?
I listen to more like rap type
So
of
like
stuff.
Will Smith, old school rap. All right.
Like what kind of rap? Like the Baby?
No. Well, yeah, but like Mac Miller, 22 Gs, Pop Smoke, Polo G, Lil TJ.
Yeah, you're having this conversation.
Yeah, all right, man.
But I do like Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Who sings Monday Monday?
Manic Monday.
No, it's Monday Monday.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like an older
I
song.
hate that song.
All right, well.
I like how he just pushed Christian out.
He's out. He's out. He's out.
I'm not ready to take my shirt off yet. Not there.
What is this? What is the? If you had to guess, gun to your head, if you went into a gym typically and you see guys like that,
It depends on the gym.
I know.
Like Zoo's different. Like those are real.
bodybuilders.
There's somebody like straight up competition dudes in there.
Yeah.
There's real power lifters in. There's athletes in there.
There's a lot of
hot chicks in there.
There's a lot of juice going on. There's a lot of
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go into Golds like in Venice,
There's
I would
a lot.
assume.
Yeah.
But if you go into like Planet Fitness or 24-hour Fitness, probably less than 1%.
Yeah, most people don't.
Zoo, everybody look good.
But you do see a lot of that, like in the CrossFit gym.
Depends on the gym.
Yeah, when the CrossFit competitors are that's
Did you guys ever get into CrossFit?
I did for a while, but my friend's a spine surgeon.
I also did too. And
Well, you told me my buddy's a spine surgeon, and he goes, "I stay in business. I make a lot of money off of CrossFit." Because these guys,
I feel like it's dying down. Like, have you ever heard?
Yeah.
I guess maybe because of COVID. Have you ever heard of anyone like mention CrossFit lately?
They have the CrossFit games.
Still got it.
I know that.
Yeah. I just think when you're, it's a great thing if you do it.
Those boys are in shape.
Yeah, they're incredible.
And they're good workouts, but it's like, I'm
The
going to
workouts-
deadlift
I did it
120
one time. The
pounds.
workouts are
I
great.
respect it, but I think
7,000
if you're
times.
doing that, I think if you're deadlifting for time, if you're squatting, I just think if you're not doing it really, really well,
I
you're
got
gonna
really
get hurt.
into it for a while, but then
Yeah.
it was just,
You gotta know how to do it.
I like the meathead lifting.
Yeah, same. It's chill.
Remember when I started doing Olympic lifting? I walked into an Olympic.
did?
Yeah. I walked into
Like a coach
I walked
or
into Venice barbell and I got a coach. And I
This
was
is a
like,
while back, long time ago.
yeah, dude. And I was
3
like,
years
and
ago.
Brendan just looked
3
at me.
years.
Brendan goes, listen, dude. You are. It's like when I was sparring a lot, and I go, I'm getting dizzy. He goes, that's right, you are. That's right, you're getting dizzy, and you shouldn't be sparring, nor should you be sprinting, and nor should you be powerlifting. Because I wasn't lifting a lot of weight, but just that much, and you make one mistake, and I did.
Hey.
One little mistake, there's that little like that, and you're like, fuck. And
That's why when Mark's like, hey, I want to do squat, I'm like, no, man.
No.
For what?
Yeah.
Like, I'll do the machine or I'll do like a dumbbell squat, but I'm not putting 400 pounds on my back.
Yeah,
like,
I don't like to
if something
squat
goes
all the
wrong.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just not worth it. For what?
Yeah, it's not.
What did you do that? Did you squat a lot in college?
They may squat all the time,
Yeah.
dude. All the
And
fucking
deadlift,
time.
right?
All the time.
You are one of the few people I know who did sports for so long and doesn't have chronic injuries. So you don't really your shoulders, your
thank God.
knees.
Yeah, thank God.
Did you ever have a knee operation?
Never.
Wow,
You have that one foot thing, right?
that's crazy.
I had plantar fasciitis, but
That's crazy that you.
What does
had-
that mean again?
That's pretty nuts. The only thing you heard was your neck once.
yeah, but even that, it's not.
Yeah,
I have no problems now.
yeah, wow.
It's a little tight now that you mention it.
Yeah, me too.
It's all adjusting.
Look, your body just.
Do you have any
starts
injuries from
sitting up.
cheerleading? Your wrist? How them wrist?
Oh, fine.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
Only thing I would say, like, because I was getting bigger, the tumbling, me being that big.
You saying like
the
now you're
impact-
trying to tumbling?
No.
No. Big boys.
Like
don't
my
tumble.
later years in.
You got
cheer.
heavier.
Yeah, it got heavier, and so like
more
me
pressure.
being, like already me being that size, like most tumblers aren't like that size.
So it's just a lot of-
they're a lot like
yeah,
skinnier dudes. So yeah, the impact of landing like my knees.
Chappelle's so interesting. His best friend is this impossibly gay dude. Impossibly gay.
That's my best friend.
His
dog.
best friend's this white and possibly gay dude. And you know me, I'm curious. I don't know that world.
Yeah.
And I was like, so
He just asking
Yeah, I was like, you're in a
questions.
relationship? He's like, yeah, I'm in a relationship. I'm like, well, how's that? I mean, like, as dude, you always want to fuck, right? He's like, yeah, but I can do my thing. He can do his thing, but he doesn't really tend to do his thing. I do. He's like, I do. Like, I go on the road a lot, and I'll just get on these apps, and it's on, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, man. So we left. I text Mark and Chappelle. I went, hey, Chappelle's friend be fucking.
Yeah, you did.
Chappelle's friend be fucking.
Oh, sure.
It kind of ruined the workout. I just kept asking him
I know you
questions.
kept asking him
I was
all
like,
these
so you're just going to sit and like suck a guy off, man?
Did you have your hand down in your pants?
I'm like, and then you just go in there and do that
asking him
stuff.
questions.
Yeah, I just kept asking him, and he was like, "What?" I mean, yeah, I guess.
And then you were like, "You want me to teach you jujitsu right now?
Like, you into bigger guys or
roll or
yeah?
yeah?"
But
my
he
buddies-
explains it as like if they see someone attractive,
It's on.
It's on.
My buddy who's
It's
gay.
just on. It's, but like they're
I
cool
find
about
it so
'cause it's like-
fascinating because dudes like,
Yeah, like
we
it-
see a hot chick. It's very rare that chicks like us like, yeah, let's do it. You see two dudes, they're attracted to each other like, yeah,
I know.
let's do it. And obviously guys are filthy, so it's like
Yeah.
bathrooms, fucking
Oh, 100.
bathroom of
My-
Red Robin. I don't give
Yeah.
a
My
fuck.
buddy's in a
Steak
relationship
fries
with
and a
this
dick
guy.
suck.
My buddy is in this relationship with this guy. The guy's a businessman, kind of a, and used to be actually married to a woman, had kids.
Yeah.
So he goes, but he's gay. So he starts dating my friend. And they met in first class on this, whatever, a lot of money. And so he said, if I'm in a relationship with you, like you're my guy, and this is a monogamous relationship. Well, my buddy, who'd been in the gay scene for a long time, was like,
that's not what we do.
Well,
dude.
all right, okay. So he finds out, his boyfriend, who's this upstanding guy, finds out that my friend's been going to 24-hour fitness where it's on.
It's on.
The steam room?
Dude, the steam room.
Dude, the steam room?
I used to work out at
you just
Equinox.
take-
Same
The
thing,
steam room's
bro.
the boom boom room for the gay boys.
Or you just take a walk down the street when it's in Hollywood. You just take
West
a walk.
Hollywood,
Sure.
yeah.
You just
Or you can get a
stroll.
steam room, get a nice sweat and a dick suck.
or anywhere. Or anywhere. He was a good looking guy in his 30s. This is back in that he was anywhere because you're gay and you're in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Just lock eyes. You know how I won't
Yeah,
lock
it's
eyes with a
awesome.
Mongol?
Yeah.
Out of respect. Well, if you lock eyes in West Hollywood, it's on, right?
It's on.
So my buddy was like, I'm not allowed to go to 24-hour fitness. He has to know exactly where I am at all times. It didn't work out.
No.
'Cause my buddy
No,
was
that's
like,
not the gay way,
that's
dude.
Well, my buddy explained it as like they don't want to like hold back that feeling. It's like because they understand that they're together. It's like this is our relationship.
They
This is
live
us,
together.
and they make it clear whenever they
on the road.
look at
What
someone,
happens
it's like,
on the road
hey,
stays on the road.
I'm with my husband. I'm not leaving my husband. This is just what this is.
Yeah, get that big dick out.
It's
so interesting.
Get that big dick out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
I got a
it
man
is a
back
different
home,
world.
but
It's
also
like
get that
lot of-
our world. Like
I'm
it's
sure
just
there are a lot of
not-
monogamous gay relationships, but
Yeah, there probably is. But like
I don't know.
for us, it's just yeah.
Doesn't work.
If I look at another girl, my girl's like, "What the fuck?
Oh,
what are
I
you
know.
doing? Oh, you want her?"
The worst is when a girl has some blowout ass, and I can tell my girls look at me, so I'm like. But then sometimes I'll be like, "What did you say?" Just to give you, I'm like,
yeah,
I'll look. She's like, I know what the fuck you're doing. I'm like, what?
You gotta-
But it's
you gotta
also
sneak
like
that look
But it's
in,
also
dog.
like a Lamborghini.
Sneak that look
But it's also like a Lamborghini pulls up, and we're just gonna ignore the Lamborghini. Like we're not gonna
like,
address.
that's what it is. It's
Like that.
Dude, I had a girlfriend who used to do this. So I'd look and she'd go, "You want to meet her? Excuse me." Who wants to meet you? She'd do that to me.
Straight up?
You want to meet her? Do you want to meet her? Excuse me. He'd like to meet
man.
you. That's
What
my
a-
boyfriend.
what an
He's like-
asshole.
I'd be like,
Yeah, that was-
"God damn it." I'd be like, and that's what you do. You're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Why do they?
Where are we going?
I do it all
the
the time.
restaurant over
No,
there?
I do. I go. No, Tiger wants froyo. I think it's. And then I'll look back and like I'm like I think it's. And I'm like,
So not subtle.
no, yeah,
I know.
it never
Or
works.
like you lost something. Like
You just see this.
Damn, where my keys?
And then
at?
there's just this juicy ass, just boom, boom, boom. No, I'm just like,
It's so,
Are we not supposed to
But like,
address
it's like, why do they think we want them? Like, we don't want them. Like,
it's
I
a
wanna be with them.
Ferrari.
It's just that's what is right there.
You know, some things are just, if you run by with a siren and you're on fire, I'm gonna look. Like
You're
some
gonna look.
things you're gonna stare at.
You're just gonna stare. It's just
know?
like, hey, that's what it is.
or sometimes just be this girl with impossible ass and tits. And my girl, like, God, it's just. I'm like, God, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that's my
Just
favorite.
agree.
Yeah,
when you agree with her.
So you think she's
That's
pretty?
my
I'm like,
joke.
"Pfft."
That's
She goes,
my-
you think she's pretty? I'm like, come on.
That's my joke about
That's not
like
my
women
style.
pick up on shit like some woman will come in who's just a dime piece, and women, if they're in a group, are vicious. They're like, look at how trashy she is. You can see the glue on her eyelash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she looks like a 10 to me, but yeah, she's,
Yeah, the glue.